Ever since the first Assassin's Creed trailer ended with Altair disappearing into the crowd, blending, or social stealth, has been a key feature of every major Assassin's Creed game since. But with Assassin's Creed Origins just months away, we are faced with the first AC game that may not feature any social stealth mechanics at all. So just how important is social stealth to the series? In this video, I will argue that it's absolutely essential, and that it should matter to Origins most of all. Assassin's Creed 1 hit the scene 10 years ago, prominently featuring new gameplay mechanics to interact and blend with crowds. AC2 would continue the focus on social stealth, with Paola and her courtesans providing guidance to Ezio.
We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds.
Even the box art for AC1 and 2 show the assassins awash in crowds from their respective eras. The notion of hiding in plain sight was unique among games at the time, most of which focused more on what I'll call environmental stealth, by hiding behind walls or bushes or other objects in the environment. As the franchise matured, it started to lean more into environmental stealth, while also enhancing the social stealth features. Assassin's Creed 3 introduced stalking zones for environmental stealth, while also upping the crowd sizes and refining blending for social stealth. Its tie-in game, Assassin's Creed Liberation, would take social stealth one step further, with an entire persona/outfit system geared towards helping Aveline blend into various social situations as needed. 3 years ago, Assassin's Creed Unity upped the social stealth ante even further on the new generation of consoles, creating scenarios and crowds of breathtaking size, a unique blanket cover system that could disappear in the blink of an eye if you made the wrong move. For all of Unity's flaws, a lack of ambition certainly wasn't one of them. Other games, like Assassin's Creed 4 and Syndicate, downplayed social stealth elements due to their environments and mission structures, but still included basic mechanics and scenarios. Social stealth would also play a gigantic role in the 4 years of Assassin's Creed multiplayer, which brilliantly challenged players to see if their social stealth skills were great enough to hide in plain sight from other human beings, leading to a truly unique and tense experience. Finally, we arrive at Assassin's Creed Origins. Having personally played the game for a few hours at both Ubisoft offices and E3, it appears that social stealth is pretty much absent, with no blending mechanic present at all that I can tell. Bayek relies almost solely on environmental stealth, and there's a heavy emphasis on an open world that is devoid of many civilians. This is similar to AC4's world, though as noted before, it still managed to work social stealth into a few scenarios. This begs the question, is social stealth core to the franchise, or is it a disposable mechanic that can just easily be tossed aside? Here's my argument for why social stealth is core to this series, and it lies within the series' namesake, that is to say, the Assassin's Creed itself. The creed consists of 3 tenets and the maxim of nothing is true, everything is permitted. Together they drive the philosophy and actions of the assassins throughout the entire series. The most relevant tenet for this discussion is the second one, hide in plain sight.
The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember?
As such, the core philosophy of the series all but commands the inclusion of a social stealth mechanic if the protagonist is to be an assassin that abides by the creed. And it's not just limited to the second tenet either. It also ties into the first, which states, "Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent." To elaborate on this, allow me to simply read a paragraph from the official Assassin's Creed encyclopedia. The first and second tenets provide the Brotherhood with a means of separating themselves from their enemies, the Templars. Where Templars ostensibly strive for order and peace by controlling the masses, the assassins respect the strength of the people, the strength of numbers. The Brotherhood operates among the people and through the people. This relationship is symbiotic. The people, often unknowingly, provide the assassins with the means of concealing themselves from the Templars. The assassins, in return, respect the lives of the innocent. That's case closed as far as I'm concerned. Not only does the Creed command the use of social stealth, it is one of the main things that separates the Assassins and Templars philosophically, even while their end goals may remain similar. It is with all this in mind that I make the argument that social stealth should matter for Assassin's Creed Origins more so than any other game in the series. Origins deals with the formation of the Brotherhood and associated rituals as we know them today.
And when we say the Brotherhood, I'm really referring to what we know from AC1 in terms of the symbols, the structure, the mentor-master structure, the rituals, all these elements.
And as such, it must also deal with the origins of the creed itself as well. After all, an organization has no purpose without an ideology and principles to guide and drive it.
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets.
This begs the question of how you convey the origins of the creed, which is largely rooted in social stealth, if the game has no social stealth to speak of. Bayek's position as a Magi makes me question if it's even possible for him to blend in the crowd as well, as the townsfolk readily recognize him and ask for aid.
The Magi has returned.
I thought he was dead.
Our Magi, the last protector, our treasure and faith. Siwa has not been the same since.
He's a Magi, which is an ancient Egyptian protector. He's from an ancient line of warriors who are trained, but they're also there for the people of Egypt. It's kind of like a marshal, if you will, or sheriff. People come to them for help, and that's their job. They help the people. That's how we get our excuse to do side quests.
Bayek appears to have an issue that no previous assassins had to deal with, that of being a bit of a celebrity. Now, at this point, it's years too late to significantly change the game's systems, and I'm not ruling out the possibility that it will all be handled gracefully in the end. For example, how cool would it be, even in a cinematic, to see the crowd knowingly shield their trusted Magi Bayek from pursuers after an assassination, and for Bayek to use that incident as the basis for writing the first and second tenets of the Creed. But at the end of the day, nobody but the devs really know at this point how the Creed and social stealth will be handled in Origins, and it remains one of the only things I'm worried about in what is otherwise looking to be a fantastic Assassin's Creed game. Hey Assassins, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the first episode of a brand new video essay series that I'm calling Illoominations. Now, because this is a brand new series, I normally don't ask for this type of thing, but if you have any comments or feedback, or if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like, leaving comments, etc., so I can gauge how the series is being received, what I can do to improve, and whether or not you want to see this type of content in the future. Anyway, hope you all are having a good August, and I will see you soon for more Assassin's Creed videos.